Welcome, all you beautiful people, to your Lionsgate portal reading for 8/8 of 2022. The Lionsgate is all about when the sun is in Leo, and it lines up with the star Sirius, with the Orion's belt, and the Earth, which brings in amazing manifesting energy. All of those eights, the eighth house of the zodiac is actually the house of Scorpio, which is ruled by Pluto and Aries. So you've got all this power, fiery power that comes in, transformational energy and passion that comes in and is available for this portal for this time. I've also brought out the strength card, which is the number 8 in the major arcana in the tarot. And you can see here, of course, there's a lion on there. And this is about the relationship between our lower self and our higher self, and bringing in this beautiful bridge between the realms. The number 8s and all of the minor arcana represent going to another level. You know, the 8 of fire or the 8 of wands is about energy coming in, messages coming in from spirit. You got the 8 of earth or the 8 of pentacles, which is about stepping up into a new place in the world, whether it's moving from like kind of a apprentice into a master level. And then you have the 8 of air, which would be the 8 of swords, which brings an awareness around our thoughts and our beliefs, those things that have been restricting us within our minds, allowing us to move to a next level. And then, of course, the 8 of water, the 8 of cups, is about leaving behind the emotions that are no longer serving us. So there is this beautiful energy coming in for this portal. And we're going to look into each zodiac sign. And we're going to look in to see, what did you learn over this last year from the last portal opening on August 8th of 2021. And then secondly, we're going to look at what you're leaving behind, what you're surrendering. And then number 3, what's the next step that you're going to head off on? What journey are you going to be looking at for this next year? So we're going to jump into each of the individual zodiac signs, and I'm going to jump into your reading right now. And before we jump into your reading, I just wanted to make a quick announcement that I'm going to be having a drawing once I reach 1,000 or more subscribers on my YouTube channel. I will be having a drawing for 10 1-hour personal readings for 10 lucky individuals. So if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, I would really appreciate you considering doing so. And if you do, make sure to click on the little alarm button to be notified and select the all option, so that when I reach 1,000 subscribers, I will put out a special video letting you know how you can enter that drawing. So I really appreciate all of you watching, and we'll get into your reading now. All right, Cancer signs, this is your Lionsgate portal reading, and we are going to start off by pulling a card here from the Wisdom of the Oracle deck. And this is just going to be what the creator wants you to know about what you learned since last year, since August 8th of 2021. All right, so for our Cancer signs, what would you like them to know about what wisdom they gleaned over this last year? What do you want them to be aware of? Okay. The one right there. And you have Never Ending Story, card number 37. Beautiful card there. If you ever saw the movie, that is probably, the song is probably playing in your head right now. I will not attempt to sing it for you, to put it in your head if it's not there already. And let's see. So card number 37. Let's see what energies come with this for you. All right. So this is self-criticism, the wounded ego, unnecessary dramas. So there was a story woven through the imperfect fabric of life that told of hurts and loss, rejection and humiliation, self-loathing and arrogance, and all manner of suffering born of unnecessary dramas. It was the old story whose refrain was that you cannot do this, must not go there, should not say that, lest the world come crumbling down. today, know that none of that is actually true. And that's what you learned over this last year, is you learned that none of that was actually true. The sky was not falling. The voice that you heard was just a small, scared, conditioned part of you that got stuck in a lie. It wanted to protect you, and it needed to be seen as a victim. You loved that lost piece of you. Fear is all it knew. Distorted guidance was preventing you from being true to yourself. So you realize that you are not your story, and the narrator is simply the voice of your fearful part, the small and vulnerable and easily soothed, which is the small inner child that we have, the emotional child that we have, with charged emotions still bouncing around in our head. So this is beautiful. So that's what you learned over this last year, is that victimhood and all that voice, all that negative self-talk and all that stuff that was going on. You realized that wasn't the true you, that it was the conditioned you. It was the one, that hurt child inside that wasn't allowed to express itself. Because it didn't feel unconditionally loved and accepted. It didn't feel like it had unconditional attention to be able to express itself. So it kind of, there's this great book called The Presence Process by Michael Brown. And he talks about that and how, from the year, like when we're conceived all the way up till like around 7 years old, that's when we're developing emotionally. And when we start developing mentally, we basically shove our little emotional child down into the cellar, into the basement, not allowing it to express itself anymore. And it had things to still express that it was still charged about, but we're like, nope. And we put it down there, and that still is bouncing around in our cellar. And you're realizing that voice that's coming up is that. So we'll see what else here through these Power of Surrender cards. What you're leaving behind, what you're surrendering as you step into this new portal. And any of the cards I use in a reading, I do list in the description box below, by the way. All right. So what else for our Cancer signs? What do you want them to know about what they're leaving behind? What are they surrendering to? Okay, that's the one right here. Do you have surrender to prayer? That says give yourself over completely to prayer. When you pray from your heart, it will be heard throughout the universe, and answers and support will arrive. So I love that in combination, with the card here, but the never-ending story, that criticism about it's like feeling alone. That little child within us actually thinks of itself separately from our adult self. And it kind of feels like it's calling out to us, and it will bring all these beautiful messengers into our life with the message of emotion to turn us back to, it's kind of like it's tugging on our shirt, going, mom, or dad. You're like, what? And it'll continue to bring the emotions and situations up to help bring us back to the emotions that we felt back then. And I love this surrendering to prayer, because it's about getting away, getting quiet, getting silent. Because when we're in the noise and the chaos, we're not giving our small inner child the unconditional attention that it's looking for. We get to become the parent to ourselves that we never had, that we needed back in those situations. And getting away and getting quiet and connecting to the spirit world helps us be in this place of unconditional love and compassion, where we can open up and listen and not try to change it, but unconditionally pick it up, hold it, and allow it to express itself. We don't have to act in the outside world on it, but we allow it to feel the emotions, let that emotionally charged energy flow, and then it integrates instead of being a bouncy ball bouncing all around, within the, little room that we're in, right? So I love this coming in here. We're also going to pull from the Good Tarot, and just get some clarification on next steps about where you're going to take this awareness, this connection to unconditional love from above, and your inner child experiences there. Let me just one more time here. And this is very Cancerian energy too, now that I'm thinking about it, because you are that Mother Nature, Mother Nurture, Mother Luna, that, nurturing type. And so this definitely is right up your alley to pick up your little child and to do that. And so with you learning all of this and taking this power and surrendering all the noise over this next year is just going to be so healing for you. I just really love the picture that I have of a little smiling inner child that's within you, and it's because you've given them attention, and they're just like so excited to have released and be free of so much of that stuff that they had experienced before. They've been holding for so long, right? Ever since it happened when we were younger. And now you are ready to let that stop showing up in your life over and over again, because you're finally going to get to the root of it. So I love this, and I feel like I'm drawn to this one first. It's just the love card, which is the lover's card in the standard tarot. Kind of feel like, I showed you the strength card. Here's the lion for the lion's gate, and here's like the lion's gate behind you, ready to step through into this beautiful new bright life. And you have been resting. I like that surrender prayer too. You taking time together with this would be your human self and your higher self, your human self and your higher self going into this. So you definitely are aware of that. And it also is the emotional choice card, which basically tells you that every second you have a choice between the unconditional love of the higher realm or the lower vibrational energy of the human world, which is the fear of losing conditional love. So we have those choices in each moment, and the awareness is you're definitely taking the awareness of the two different worlds into this next year through this portal. Yeah, and then you have the Three of Water, which is the Three of Cups. Can represent joy and kind of celebration, but it's a special message from Spirit as well, which is them saying, hello, we're here, we're with you, you're never alone. Talk to us, because we won't meddle with your free will, but we definitely want to help you and assist you and communicate with you, which is a two-way street. You can definitely ask them for messages and guidance and answers and direction, synchronicities. They will show it to you, as long as it doesn't interfere with what you ask them to do before you came down here. Because sometimes we'll ask, I want to know this period of unknowingness, and so don't tell me any answers during this period. Go dark. Don't give me anything. And so they'll be like, okay, if you say so. They'll mark it on their calendar. Do not answer things during this period. So, but outside of that, they are just at the bit of going, yes, please, just ask. I can't wait for them to ask. But you ask of your own free will, because they do not meddle in your life or your free will. So unless you ask them for assistance, they won't step in to honor that. So this is definitely in coordination with here to do that. Let's see what else we got here. You have Queen of Earth. Beautiful. So this would be Queen of Pentacles in the Standard Tarot. Mother Nature, Mother Nurture, again, right along your line here of feeling that beautiful new birthing energy, this abundant feeling in the outer world. You're a water sign, so you feel that abundance emotionally, but this is about you expressing that in the outer world and within your life and that physical human experience out there too. So you're definitely using this awareness to not only impact yourself, but impact others as you're going along in this journey. And then you have the Nine of Air. So Nine of Swords in a Standard Tarot. These are your thoughts, your beliefs, your mindsets, your attitudes, your expectations. It's called the Nightmare card normally, or Insomnia card, because it has this inner awareness that comes in of all these expectations, all these things that you've been trying to uphold in the outside world, right? All the supposed to be's and the should be's and the need to be's and the have to be's and the musts. And you are almost to the point of exhaustion trying to make everybody happy all the time. And you know how that goes. And so the nines are like the Hermit card, where it turns you inward to understand what it is that you are trying to learn through this. And with this turning inward about your mental awareness, this is you turning in, understanding what it is that's exhausting you. What are the fears? You know, kind of feel that when you have a fear arise within your life, your heart starts to beat fast and you start to feel out of control. Take some deep breaths and ask yourself, what are you trying to control? What are you trying to change? What are you fearing? Because when you get down to those, it's those thoughts and those beliefs that are circling and circling and circling that are exhausting you. And you're realizing, oh, I see what I'm trying to control that's outside of my control. And you're ready to let that go. I really feel this is all the upsets that are setups from your small child self trying to get you to come back to the cause instead of all the effects of all those thoughts and those beliefs. Getting back to where it all started is an important piece for you. Yeah, and you're definitely ready for a new beginning, for a new journey as you step through this portal. So you are definitely moving into this fresh energy of this new portal, of leaving these old ways of thinking behind as you're moving forward in that. We're also going to use the Everyday Tarot here and just see what else they would like you to know, what more clarity they would like around any of this for you. All right, so what else for our Cancer signs, please? What do you want them to know about this next year coming up? Okay. What else? Okay. All righty. So, yeah, they want to go back in this way here. Yeah, so you do have the Hermit card, like I talked about with this 9 of air, with that going internal, finding the light from within. You know, again, you have both your human self and your higher self here, and this is your human self with your higher self being the light that guides you through your path. So this definitely, with this Mother Nature, Mother Nurture, and the 9s here, it is about turning inward, especially with the prayer and the 3 of Cups, making sure you're taking time for yourself. You don't have to become a hermit and, you know, ostracize yourself from everywhere, because I know your heart is so huge, it doesn't want to be alone. It wants to, you know, definitely share that love and that nurturing with so many people, but it is important for you to nurture yourself, to mother yourself, whether you're male or female or how you identify. This is a message about mothering yourself in such big ways here. 3 of Cups on the 3 of Cups. Definitely this is about connecting to your posse of support on the other side. I mean, you've got your guardian angel, your angels, all of them, your spirit guides, you have loved ones who are already gone to the other side, your ancestors, you got creator, spirit, a whole slew of beings of unconditional love and light that are saying, hey, talk to us, purposely raise your vibration to that of their frequency. You know, when we're in the fear world, you know, that painful world, all that thoughts and all those expectations, that chaos is very loud and noisy. It's hard for us to hear the whispers of unconditional love from above. But when you turn down the fear noise and turn up the unconditional love and joy and peace and laughter, that's the frequency at which Spirit speaks, and you can hear them very clearly. And this is for this whole entire next year. They're just like, we're going to go places. So, you know, reach out to us, take time away from us, make it some sort of ritual, some regular practice of some sort to connect with us, because we have so much to tell you, so much to help you with if you'll just ask. And then you have the 6 of Cups. Yeah, 6 of Cups makes sense. This is the nostalgia card. little child, going back into the emotions and really looking over your experiences of the past. I mean, this is very much reiterating this over here, where it's your little child that has gone through things. And as you go back and look at experiences and you allow yourself to pick up your little one, you also realize that, with this Lover's card, with the every moment is a choice between unconditional love or the fear of losing conditional love, you really learn that each moment that we experience, each memory we have, if it's not of unconditional love, then there's a whole lot of fear going on in it. And when the human is in the fear place, what happens is we go into fight or flight mode. We go out of our minds as humans. The blood literally leaves our brain, a lot of it, to go to our arms and legs to fight or run like heck and to get to feel safe again. So whenever it feels unsafe or out of control, all this 9 of air, when it feels that way and it goes into that fight or flight mode, it doesn't want us to think and stand around and get eaten. And so we don't think. We literally go out of our minds, like I said, and we act in ways that are very almost animalistic and reactionary, trying to get us to a place where we feel safe again or in control again. And so when we go back and look at a situation that doesn't fit very well with us, it's very emotionally charged from when we're young, when we're sitting with it, we can really, with that awareness, see the situation in a new light, knowing that whatever actions or things other people were saying during that situation were most likely out of fear and reactionary and animalistic. They didn't even realize what was going on. They were just freaking out. And then we also can look at us that we were probably fearing fear and also freaking out. And so when we're all freaking out, it's not going to turn out in a very unconditionally loving way. But we can go back and look at a memory and understand that as we go back and heal and look at it and bring that nurturing energy to it, we start to look at the situation differently. We start to look at other people differently, and we start looking at ourselves differently too. So I love that coming in here for you. Then you have the 4 of Cups. So 4 of Cups is all about emotional stability, and here you're being offered the Ace of Cups, which is the chalice, the Holy Grail. It's full of the unconditional love of the higher realms, and so that is bringing in a wholeness and completeness where you didn't feel that before. The other 3 cups are at the bottom there, and he, of course, is leaned up against the tree, bored with the other stuff, and he's so ready for this delicious unconditional love that you're able to feel from your connection to all this spiritual stuff up from up above. And then you have the Knight of Swords. So I love this connecting with this 9 of Swords, because all the knights are about action. Swords, again, are your thoughts and your beliefs and mindsets and all that. You have the Ace of Swords here, which all knights have a quest. And this knight quests after the Ace of Swords energy, which is about connecting to the higher realms, connecting to the capital T truths of the higher realm that are rooted in unconditional love. At the same time, allowing you to cut away and slice away these small T truths that you had with this 9 of air, the 9 of Swords. All these expectations and thoughts and beliefs that are not true, they're just human made out of fear, and it's allowing you to make movement in your thoughts and your beliefs. So loving this energy coming in, this healing and release of charged emotions from your childhood coming in, and it's a beautiful, beautiful process that's happening. I'm excited to see where you're going to step through and do with this portal over this next year. If you are looking for even more messages of love from above, in addition to these readings, I also put out weekly energy updates for each individual zodiac sign, monthly readings overall for each individual zodiac sign, and a few other types of videos throughout the month. So if you don't want to miss out on any of those and be notified immediately when they become available, if you give this video a little thumbs up and click the like button, also click the subscribe button, and that gives you access to the notification bell. And when you go in there, if you select the all option, then you'll be notified of any new videos that come out on this channel. Also, doing those things helps spread the love, and it helps my channel grow in significant ways. Because when you like a video or you share a video, comment on a video, and especially subscribing to the channel, doing those things makes the YouTube algorithm super excited. It wants to share the videos of this channel with other people as well. So if you feel inspired to do any of that, I'm of course very grateful. Also, these are general readings, and if you're looking for even more specific information and answers for your specific life, I do offer personal readings, and all of that information is listed in the description box below. Alrighty, you amazing, amazing Cancer signs, as you go through this wonderful Lion's Gate, please know that every second of every day of your life that you are unconditionally loved by the Creator of all things. And of course, I love you too. Have an amazing journey. I'm sure we'll be talking soon. And in the meantime, you hang in there and you take care.